Hey everybody, this is No Bones About Wrestling, and this is the return of WWE Weekly, a show we've not done in over a year. So now it's back, and I'm one of your hosts, Asa. Hi, and this wrong way, this right here, that way, that way,
Hello.
is Wolf, and we're your hosts, obviously. And yeah, we're gonna talk. We're gonna do some of the things like AEW Weekly works, but not exactly the same. We are gonna do top five rankings and match results and things like that. But we're gonna have some discussion here. We got a couple topics we're gonna debate tonight. So I think it's gonna be fun. And here's a countdown till the show starts. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And yeah, feel free. If you're watching, feel free to talk in the comments. Like I said, we're going to discuss some things, so I may not discuss as many comments as usual, but I'll try to put them at the bottom there. Uh,
Can you hear me?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You sound a
Okay,
little
weird.
weird.
Okay.
You sound a little.
Yeah, because it's what's it called? My speaker is not my microphone or my webcam. I don't know even. Let me get my headphones.
Good.
Probably right here.
All right. Well, while Wolf does that, I'm going to get things going with the TV results and the bone ratings for the matches. So Monday Night Raw on December 2nd was in Everett, Washington, wherever that is. And they started off with Damage Control, Io Sky, and Kairi Sane. And they took on Liv Morgan, the SmackDown Women's Champion, right?
Raw.
Is she Raw Women's Champion? Okay. If I
Women's
mess
World
things,
Champion. Yeah.
okay. If I mess things up tonight, y'all, I haven't watched WWE in like 11 months until this week, so I'm still getting
That's
whoever
why
the
I'm here.
exactly. Um, so it was Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez,
Yep.
and Raquel hit a slam of some sort and pinned Kairi Sane, and this match was very good. The women this week, the women of WWE really impressed me, and I think I enjoy the women's wrestling most of it more than the men, honestly. But yeah, this one I gave 4 bones out of 5. Very good match. Up next, we had
Yeah.
another women's match. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah. No, I'm just saying. It seems like at least for Raw, the women's matches were they had put more focus on the women's matches. Um, I didn't say the same for SmackDown just because we only had like one, which was an obvious win for Bianca Belair.
Well, we had
Or
the
no,
men.
we had the US title tournament. Yeah.
That match was
Oh,
awesome. The U.S. title
that match
tournament.
was very good. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, 4 bones out of 5 for the tag opener, and then we had a women's intercontinental title quarterfinal match, which I tell you, I think, and I love women's wrestling, so don't take this the wrong way. I think adding the intercontinental and United States titles is too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I would have preferred the US title to be on both brands, but
yeah, if they're gonna
oh
do
well.
an undercard title, yeah, just do one. Yeah,
Yeah. But oh well.
but yeah, so now we've got Raw Women's Champion, SmackDown Women's Champion, United States Women's Champion, Intercontinental Champion, and then the 2 tag champs. We got 6 belts for the women, and they usually get like what 1 or 2 matches per show. It's too much. Too much. Okay, but in the Intercontinental Women's quarterfinal, Dakota Kai beat Shayna Baszler, and Katana Champs. And this match was pretty good. Also, 3.5 bones out of 5. I gave that one.
Yeah.
And next, the middle of the show, we had a non-title match. We had WWE World Champion Gunther, and he took on Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And I think, I was cheering for Dom, obviously. I
The
love him.
crowd was too.
Yeah. People
Yeah.
love him.
Yeah.
But obviously he wasn't going to win this one. Gunther pinned Mysterio after a power bomb.
And then Finn Balor came in and attacked Gunther, and that is how we got set for Saturday night's main event: Gunther versus Finn Balor for the World Heavyweight
oh
Championship.
wow, I had not heard that.
Yeah,
Awesome.
they made it official on Raw in a backstage segment. Pierce was like, "Gunther wants it too. Saturday night main event: Gunther versus Balor for the World Heavyweight Championship."
Well, I did not remember that. That's awesome.
Yep.
Man, Finn Balor deserves a fucking belt. He's awesome.
Yeah.
He's always awesome. He's one of the best.
Reportedly, 2025, he's gonna get a proper singles push. He's gonna get a true
good.
singles push.
He deserves it. He's one of the
He
best.
does deserve it.
One of the best they have, if not the best, I think. So yeah, the Gunther and Dominic match, 3 bones out of 5. Just
Yeah.
it was so one sided for Gunther. I couldn't rate it any more highly than
Yeah.
3 out of 5. Up next, we had a match I was looking forward to: R-Truth versus Pete Dunne, but it was nothing match, and R-Truth pinned Pete Dunne. I don't even remember how long. It was very short. Yeah.
It was a roll up. Yeah. It was at least. Hey, at least our truth gets to be our truth.
Yeah. I don't know. I like Pete Dunne a lot, but yeah, not his night apparently. Excuse me. And the main event of Raw, we had former, world champion Seth Rollins taking on Sami Zayn, who should have been a world champion like a year and a half ago, but whatever. And I was expecting a lot out of this match, and I didn't get it. Seth Rollins pinned Sami Zayn with a roll up.
Sammy. Didn't Sammy win?
I think no, I'm pretty sure Rollins won. That was
Let me check. Oh yeah, Rollins won. Yeah.
I thought so. Yeah. I mean, I write the results down as they happen. So
yeah.
I mean, I can be wrong, but I haven't been. But Seth Rollins won. Pinned Sami Zayn with a roll up. Again, it was just one sided for Rollins. Zayn didn't get a lot in.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think it was as one sided as like the Gunther versus Dominic match. I thought it was but more importantly, we do seem to get a new feud after that match, where we got the returning Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre, claymoring Sami Zayn, and it seems like he came by sooner than first originally desired, because Bronson Reed got injured.
How long had McIntyre been gone?
Since Bad Blood, which was I think October.
Was that the CM Punk match?
CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre, Hell in a Cell. Yeah.
And I was told to watch that match. I've not watched it.
It was very good. Yeah.
I plan to watch that and this year's WrestleMania at some point. God, excuse me. I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry, I've been sick. So I may do some coughing tonight, but hopefully not much. So yeah, Raw, pretty good show. I enjoyed it. Excuse me. It was my first WWE show in 11 months, as I said, and I enjoyed it. And I'll tell you, like I said, I hadn't watched WWE in a while. I'd just been watching AEW and a little CMLL here and there, and Ring of Honor. But I'll tell you the one thing that really stood out for me about WWE is the selling.
Yeah.
Selling moves. They are way better at that excuse me, than AEW.
Some of them a bit. Some people like to sell perhaps a little too much,
Yeah,
but it
yeah,
makes it look so much nicer.
yeah.
I
I
don't
mean,
know. I think
that's
there was someone that was like selling a lot, but I don't remember who it was.
but yeah, that's the thing is you got to sell. You have to make the other person look good, or what's the point even of doing these matches?
Right.
And I
True.
think AEW needs someone to teach people to sell or something. Not everybody is bad
Yeah.
at it, but a lot of AEW people like don't sell enough.
Right.
That was the biggest thing I got from Raw. All
Yeah.
right, to SmackDown, December 6th in Minneapolis, Minnesota,
Yep.
a place I would never go in December, never ever. Uh, Opened up with a women's U.S. title tournament triple threat quarterfinal match. That's a mouthful. And we had Tiffany Stratton in her hometown, and
Yep.
she took on Elektra Lopez of what's that stable
Legado
called?
del Fantasma.
Okay, I like that name.
Yep.
And Naomi. And this
Mm.
match was excellent. I hadn't seen Tiffany Stratton maybe one match, but she's awesome. She's very good.
Yeah. Honestly, I was a little surprised that Tiffany won because I thought they would have given it to Naomi, but what's it called? I guess it makes sense since Michin is in the semifinals. And so they need a heel. They need Tiffany to face Mia Yim.
So who is it down to in the U.S. tournament?
So the final four in that tournament are Bailey will face Chelsea Green. And Michin Mia Yim is going to face Tiffany Stratton.
No. All right. And up next, we had one half. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't say what I gave that. Tiffany Stratton pinned Lopez after the prettiest moonsault ever, which is the name of her move. I'm not saying it's the best, but it was very pretty. And this match, I was very impressed with all three of the women. Gave this one 4.5 bones out of 5, and very good. Probably the second best match of the week, I think. Um,
Fair enough.
So up next, we had one half of the women's world tag team champions, Bianca Belair. Whatever's going to happen with those belts, who knows?
Probably vacated
Yeah, because
because Jade is injured.
yeah, thank you. And yeah, Bianca Belair, she took on Piper Niven, who has gotten a makeover and is with Chelsea Green now.
Yeah.
And this was pretty good, actually. Piper Niven dominated quite a bit of the match, went after Belair's, kayfabe injured ribs.
Right.
Um,
Because
it
of
was
board
good.
names. Yeah.
Piper Niven looks good. I like her.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's kind of for me. It was like kind of expected of how you would expect a match of the caliber of Bianca Belair and Piper Niven. It wasn't like too spectacular, but it was all right. It was good. Uh, Bianca, I'm pretty sure there was the time when like Bianca just carried Piper Niven all by herself.
yeah, that was she grabbed Niven off the top turnbuckle.
Top turnbuckle, and then I
and-
think went into KOD.
exactly, and got the pinfall. Actually, Chelsea Green had interfered, so
Yeah.
Belair hit the kiss of death, and she threw Niven on top of Chelsea Green. And then
Poor Chelsea.
yeah, I love Chelsea.
Mm.
And then she pinned Niven, and this yeah, good match. 4 bones out of 5. I I wasn't sure how it was going to go, how they would work together, but it was very good. Like I said, 4 bones out of 5. Good wrestling in WWE this week. I'm
Yep.
impressed. I'm impressed. Like I said, I haven't watched it in 11 months until this week, so kind of forgot what it was like almost. Uh, the modern WWE. I mean, up next, I tell you, I usually don't talk about the promos and things like that unless something great happens. and I'm not talking about the promo, just the entrance. Whoever designed Shinsuke Nakamura's entrance deserves a raise. It
I
is fucking
believe,
awesome.
or at least someone who was involved was Jason Baker, who makes the Wyatt masks.
Okay.
I think he made the mask for Shinsuke, and he also like helped like create the entrance. But yeah, I love Shinsuke's new Sith Lord Samurai gimmick. It looks incredible. And
Mhm.
honestly, I'm not even mad that Shinsuke won off LA Knight anymore. Like, I wasn't even mad to begin with, but like now I'm like completely accepting of it because it needed that. It needed like to showcase the gimmicks, like how threatening it is. Because
Yeah.
and if LA Knight wins it back, then oh well. But at least we gave the good presentation to Shinsuke.
I saw someone online say LA Knight is like if Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock had a child.
I think
He is really like
I think Undertaker said that.
oh, did he? Oh,
Yeah,
I mean, he is really
might have been
channeling The
Undertaker.
Rock in the way he talks, LA Knight.
Yeah,
I mean, I like him, don't get me wrong. He's
yeah,
entertaining. But I mean,
yeah,
he definitely is
yeah.
modeled after The Rock, the
I
way he
think the
talks.
promo is more like The Rock, and then the in ring is more like Austin.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that's about right.
yeah.
Um, yeah, Nakamura's entrance, like with the red rising sun behind him, and
So good.
it rises as he walks, you know, so it kind of rises with.
Possibly like one of if not the best entrance in all of WWE
Oh
right
no,
now.
it's definitely the best. No,
Yeah,
nothing else is close. Cody's entrance is cool, but
yeah.
it's
Like
not cool as that.
yeah, the only person I could think like could be like possibly better is the Wyatts.
Oh yeah, yeah, true. And we got Bray. Uh, this is our background for now. We got Bray up there and
Yeah.
all the fireflies, and I was thinking of maybe putting something different, but I don't know. I like this picture a whole lot, and
Yeah,
love Bray Wyatt. I miss him very much. He's
it's
missed
okay.
on the show.
We got a Wyatt 6 match happening today.
Yeah. Oh, we do. What's
Yeah.
tonight?
We have an 8-man tag, Wyatt 6 versus Final Testament and The Miz.
Oh, cool. Okay. Up next on SmackDown, the SmackDown Tag Team Champs, the Motor City Machine Guns, who have been gone for a while, hadn't they? Several weeks.
No, they were champs, but they weren't like really wrestling because for some reason one major flaw I have with WWE is since WrestleMania, the tag titles have never been neither tag titles have ever been on a PLE
Yeah. Huh.
since WrestleMania. I'm like, why? It's because Triple H keeps putting 5 matches on every pay-per-view. Like,
Yeah, that's shitty. Pay
you
per
can't have
view
6, you can't have 7. Like
should have at least like
7. In my opinion,
seven.
7
Oh, at
is like the
least yeah,
ideal.
7 to 10 matches on a pay per
Yeah,
view. I think. Yeah.
yeah,
Um. But anyways, so DIY, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, they beat the Motor City Machine Guns after they hit meat in the middle, their double kick to the head,
yep.
and we got new champions. And
We
this
got
was what?
Yeah, cause they were doing like a little bit of a storyline where Ciampa kind of turned heel already,
Right.
and then he was trying to get the tag titles. Johnny was trying to calm him down, and then now to what's it called? Last SmackDown, Johnny turned heel, low blow at Chris Sabin,
Hmm.
uh, and super kicked Alex Shelley. And then DIY are your new tag team champions.
Yeah, it was good. I like that story throughout the
Yeah.
match. Uh,
I'm
and that's
very excited about DIY's reign as heels. Like
yeah,
they're so
definitely.
good together. Just
They were a good team. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Um, so that match I gave 4 bones out of 5. Good tag team match. And that's another thing I noticed. You know, WWE they're really good at telling stories in the ring. They try
yep,
to do that more than AEW. Now, don't get me
yeah,
wrong, I prefer AEW's wrestling. I'm just trying to point out some of the things that
yeah.
WWE does differently, does better,
And
whatever you want to call
sometimes
it.
they don't even like when it comes to the storylines, sometimes they don't even like have it like an actual like full like promo filled like storyline. It's a storyline could be exclusively in the ring with like before, like not too long ago, like maybe 3 months ago, maybe less. Leading up to Crown Jewel, they had a best of 7 series with Andrade and Carmelo Hayes.
Oh, awesome.
And that was incredible, and it was so good.
I
Just
bet it was. Yeah, I bet
yeah.
it was. All right, and the main event of SmackDown last week was a non-title match. We had undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes, one of my favorites. I hate how I hadn't been watching WWE. I missed 11 months of seeing Cody Rhodes. But he took on Chad Gable of American Made. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. The leader of American Made. And this match was awesome. I mean, these two went at
It
it.
was very good.
And yeah, and Cody Rhodes talking about how Chad Gable used to be Shorty G, and then he
And
was
he
like,
used to be
"Well, I'm
started.
exactly, yeah, Stardust," which he was awesome when he was Stardust. I mean, some
Yeah,
people
it
think
was
it's a silly
like
gimmick. I enjoyed it. I thought he was great.
yeah. I was like okay with it, but like there was clearly like I don't know, it felt like a bit of a disconnect either with Cody or with the crowd. I mean, I thought it would have been interesting if they like kept just Dustin and Cody together, just Goldust and Stardust. Like that would have been just I don't know, but felt like but I think like they tried to make Cody as Stardust heel, and it was like not good.
Yeah,
Well, so the thing is, my only caveat to that main event, that match, is that once again Chad Gable lost. Uh, I feel so bad because
he loses a lot.
yeah, because what's it called? Before his contract, like he re-signed they were pushing Chad Gable and making him like look really good. He almost like he was an, a serious contender for the IC title. And now ever since that he re-signed, he made they did this American made stuff. Uh, Gable has basically been jobbing out because he's been eating pins, he's been losing like all the time. To be fair, the Creed brothers are also not looking good, and it sucks because Creed brothers are so good as a tag team.
I've never
They're
seen him wrestle. I don't think.
yeah, they're just like just the way they wrestle. I don't know how to really explain them. You could probably say they're a tag team of Gables.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. They were kind of
Yeah,
a amateur
they're
wrestling background.
yeah, they would, but they're just so talented the way they just like move around so smoothly, so like almost effortlessly. Uh, and now they're kind of losing a lot. They won like once, I think, but like yeah, they really need. I'm hoping. Apparently now American Made is on SmackDown because of transfer window they're now doing where it's kind of a superstar shakeup where they switch people around rosters.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So
I'm
it's a good
hoping on
thing.
SmackDown they'll
Keep
be
it fresh. That's a good thing.
yeah.
Okay, so in the main event, Rhodes pinned Gable after the Crossroads for the pin. Very good match, 4.5 bones out of 5, and that is your match of the week for WWE. Rhodes over Gable, and Gable he went after one of Rhodes' legs over and
Yep.
over. You know, trying to get the ankle lock, trying to get him to submit. He even took off one of Cody's boots, and
Yep.
Cody, ended the match with one boot on. But
Yep.
yeah, very, very good story again throughout the match of Gable just being a dirty
And it
prick.
also led to a great ending to the show where Kevin comes in and stomps on the leg of the open booted leg of Cody.
Yep.
And they just brawl it out to end the show.
Yeah, and
It was great.
everyone had thought Owens had left, because we saw him in
Yeah,
the car
yeah, he
and we just
was in the
just
car.
assumed.
Yeah, that interview was very funny.
Yeah, it was. But I enjoyed SmackDown. I enjoyed both the shows. I wasn't sure how much I
Yeah,
was going to like them, just because WWE, they have their ups and downs, and sometimes it's just not for me. But I enjoyed both of
yeah.
the shows, so I hope I continue to. All right, so now I want to talk about something. Um, well, let me get Alexa. Set an alarm for 7:58 p.m.
Alarm set for 7:58 p.m.
Yeah, we're gonna
Oh
end
man.
before Raw, and then we're gonna do a watch along for Raw. It's gonna be on a different stream. It'll be called like
Awesome.
Monday Night Raw Watch Along, something like that.
Awesome.
Okay, now I want to talk about have a little debate here. We're gonna talk about who is the best ever Intercontinental Champion. Who represented the title the best? So Wolf, I'm gonna let you go first and tell your choice.
Um, I mean, my primary choice is the longest reigning, the one who's done so well with that title. I do say Gunther. I think Gunther really elevated that title to new heights, and the way he wrestles, it's just like it's kind of exactly what you look for. Like, just
Wolf, your
it's
audio
him.
is sounding. I'm sorry, your audio is sounding really weird.
Oh, you're being staticky for me. I don't
Oh yeah,
know why.
yeah, I hear the static. But yeah, your audio
Yeah,
sounds like your voice is
hold up.
high.
Hold up. Testing. That does not help me.
Talk.
Ooh. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead and talk. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Your voice still sounds weird.
I don't know. Yours is still staticky for me.
Hmm. Here, I'm
Mm,
gonna I'm gonna go out and come back in, and we'll see if that
okay.
fixes it.
Yeah. Wacky. Hello?
Okay. Is that any better? I'm not hearing the static now.
I'm still hearing it. Damn
Oh,
it.
I hear it. I hear it there.
Yeah.
Well, we're just gonna press forward because
Yeah.
I don't know what the deal is, and I don't
Yeah.
want to stop and make a new room or anything.
Right.
But go ahead with your talking.
Uh, I do say Gunther. I think Gunther has really done well with that title. Um, and I feel like he's made history basically because of how long he had it, how much he defended it, and like he's always wrestled at a top end uh level every time he uh, wrestled. Honestly, he's wrestled better with the Intercontinental Championship than right now with the World Heavyweight Championship. But I think that might be part of his character development thing. Like they're doing some character development, so just to showcase a different side of Gunther. Oh, you're muted now.
Okay, now we're gonna debate
Okay.
because earlier today we talked about this briefly, and you said, "Oh, it's obvious, it's Gunther," and I
I
said,
I thought you would have said Gunther too. Yeah, I just
"No,
didn't.
no, I'm going back a little bit, and honestly, I am gonna say, um, I had it narrowed down to several. It's narrowed down to four, but I tell you, I'm gonna say Macho Man Randy Savage was the best Intercontinental Champion of all time. And you talk about elevating the title. He
He was the
and
first one to do it.
yeah, oh yeah, exactly. he and Ricky Steamboat had one of the best WWE matches ever. I think definitely one of the best WrestleMania matches at WrestleMania 3 for the Intercontinental title. And let me see, I believe, I'm not sure if Steamboat won. I don't remember at WrestleMania 3.
Let me see.
Yeah. Oh,
WrestleMania.
I guess I can look it up. I have my 2000 Wrestling Almanac and Book of Facts here, which is really excellent resource made by what
He did.
Steamboat won at WrestleMania 3.
Steamboat defeated Macho Man.
Dude, your voice is still sounding weird. I'm sorry. You got to do something about your if you
I don't.
can.
Okay, I'm gonna get out and come back in.
Okay. You kind of sound like a chipmunk. Okay. Well, hopefully we can get this shit fixed. But so I say the best Intercontinental Champion, Macho Man Randy Savage. As we all know, excellent wrestler, one of the best ever to do it. He won the belt from Tito Santana in Boston, February 8th, 86, and he held it all the way until WrestleMania 3, March 29th, 1987. So pretty good, about a 13 and a half month reign as Intercontinental Champion, taking on all comers.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't know. I'm still hearing static from you.
Oh, your voice sounds better now.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. We're just going to go with it.
Yeah.
When I'm not talking, I'll mute myself, and then maybe we won't have as much static. So what I was saying about Savage, he held the belt for 13 months. Won it from Tito Santana, lost it to Ricky Steamboat. But yeah, I mean, Savage is one of the best ever. So as you were saying about Gunther, Savage really elevated the title. The champions before Savage, Ken Patera, Pedro Morales, Magnificent Morocco, Pedro Morales again, Magnificent Morocco again, Tito Santana, Greg Valentine, Tito Santana again. And nothing against any of those wrestlers, but they didn't bring the Intercontinental title up to near the world title. Which I'm not sure if it is nowadays, but it definitely was in like the 80s and 90s. It was right below the world title.
I think you missed Pat Patterson.
Oh, I did. I'm sorry, Pat Patterson, the first Intercontinental Champion. Yeah,
Yep.
I did. Thank you. And they say he won it September 1979. He won it in a tournament in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And I think a lot of people say that tournament never happened, and they just gave the title to Pat Patterson. So I don't know what the truth is, but that's a rumor out there.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, Savage just and he used it as a springboard to the world title. As I said, he lost it March '87, and let me see, he was the Intercontinental Champion the World Champion by like March of '88. Let me see here. Yeah, March 27th, 88, almost exactly a year after he lost the Intercontinental title, and ended up being a two-time world champion. So yeah, just a springboard for him to go to fighting, Hulk Hogan, Ted DiBiase. I mean, some of the other greats in WWE. So that's why I'm going with Savage. We're talking two different eras here. It's hard to compare them. I mean, very different styles in 1987 and now. But yeah, I mean, Gunther, he's up there. I mean, longest reigning Intercontinental Champion. That's
And he
pretty
probably
good.
would have thrived in that old era, whereas Savage with DiBiase with Steamboat with Hogan getting even.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, all right. So there's our debate. Do you have anything else you want to say about Gunther?
No, I actually just wanna, I guess, give flowers to other Intercontinental champions that a little earlier back in like kind of 2010s era. The main two I want to give flowers to are The Miz, who kind of revitalized the IC championship. Like at the time he was Intercontinental Champion, like his main reign that people remember. Like people remember like him with that IC title because of how well he did with that title, and how it basically breathed new life into it because it was at a time where it was not really looking good until Miz got in, made it like showcased it very well.
He won it. He won it several times, right?
Yeah, but I think like I don't know if it was his last one, but it was like it was back when it was still the white strap and uh yeah, that one. Speaking of the white strap, I want to talk about the one who brought back the white strap, which is Cody Rhodes. Cody did very well with the IC title, and I think he definitely deserves appreciation, just
Mm.
not just for bringing back that amazing title design,
Oh yeah.
but just because he was a good champion. He was very good with it.
All right, all right.
Mm.
And I tell you, the design of the Intercontinental title is one of my favorites ever. Since you brought that up, my favorite design of it though was like circa 1993, 94.
Yeah.
When like Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels had it.
Oh yeah, I don't know if
Really?
you've seen the newest design for the Intercontinental Championship. It's kind of basically the exact same, but like the globes at like the sides of like the
Yeah.
big circle, they're blue now. And like the globe in the middle is also blue.
And wait, who is the Intercontinental Champion right now?
Braun Breaker.
Ah, thank you.
Once
Yeah,
again,
he
Braun
didn't
Breaker.
wrestle this week. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so what's it called? It used to be Braun Breaker, and then it was Jey Uso, and then it went back to Braun Breaker.
Mhm. And folks, yeah, just if you just joined, I'm not an idiot. I'm just a little clueless about WWE. I hadn't watched it in 11 months because of the whole, Vince McMahon, Brock
Yep.
Lesnar, sex trafficking thing.
Yep.
Switch, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Says, I wanted Cody to bring back the winged eagle belt. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it would have been
That's the
better than
best
the
WWE.
SpongeBob belt, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah, that's definitely the best looking WWE title. I don't think there's any debate about that.
Right.
Um, the Stone Cold custom belt was pretty cool, but I'm still gonna go with the Winged Eagle. Yeah, that's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
think there was
Cody,
I think there was like one that like a concept like custom winged eagle belt like for Cody that had like the American Nightmare logo in the middle, and it was I think a white strap too, but it was very cool. Yeah.
Mo Switch says, yeah, Smoking Skull was my second favorite. Yeah, there you go. We both agree. Yeah, first is the Winged Eagle, and second the Smoking Skull Stone Cold belt. That shit was awesome. I mean, for real. And I believe he might have been the first one to get a custom belt. It was either he or The Rock.
Yeah.
I think it was Austin got a custom belt first.
Yeah, I think it was Austin. And then
Did you see that era, the Attitude Era, Wolf?
a little
Well, you're too
bit.
young, right?
But yeah, it was kind of I think my main era was ruthless aggression.
All right. You got to go back and watch that shit.
Yeah.
Like 1998, 99, 2000. That's some good
Yeah.
shit for real.
Yeah, I was like kind of more of the 2000s because that's when I was born. I was
Yeah.
basically born into the ruthless aggression era with like Eddie and HBK, Triple H, Undertaker, all of them.
I mean, that's a good era too. That's a good
Yeah.
era too. Any era with Eddie Guerrero is pretty good.
It's very good. Yep.
Let's say Eric Tate. Thanks for joining us, Eric. Says the WWF '87 title was cool too. I'm trying to think. What was the difference?
I don't know.
Hmm. Maybe Eric will tell us. I don't know. So 87, Hulk Hogan had it. So I'm not sure what was different about it. I don't know.
I think it was the the belt that Hulk Hogan and what's it called? Andre the Giant had. It wasn't exactly, hold on, I got a picture right here apparently.
I think I remember it now, yeah.
Yeah. Apparently this was it. I've sent it to you on Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah, like I've seen Attitude Era, but it was like not the main thing I watched. It was like I don't know how to say it. Like I've seen like kind of the main the highlight matches, like especially like Rock and Austin rivalry and all that, but like I was kind of born into the Ruthless Aggression era with Cena, with Eddie, with Randy, with that was what I was born to, what the main era I was watching.
But yeah, you gotta go back. At least watch like WrestleMania 14 through 17. That's a good representation of that era, I think.
I think I've seen 17 possibly.
Yeah. A lot of people call that the best WrestleMania ever. I don't, but a lot of people do. It was Rock and Austin, the main
Rock
event.
and Austin,
Again, it was a very good match.
I
I don't remember what the hell else was on the card, but it was good.
like for me, my like just to talk about like what Mania, like what I was growing up with, what I watched. Like I technically wasn't entirely like fully comprehending what I was watching when I was young, but like my favorite WrestleMania is 21. Because it had incredible matches. That had Kurt Angle versus Shawn Michaels, I think.
Oh yeah, that was great.
It had Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio. It had Triple H versus Batista. It had what's it called? I'm trying to remember.
I need to go back and watch that one then. I've watched every WrestleMania except this year's, so I got to go back and watch this year's.
It had
I did see the
John
Cody and
Cena
Roman
versus
match.
JBL, which I didn't really care for, but it was all right. The inaugural Money in the Bank ladder match where Edge won. Undertaker versus Randy. So that was all fun.
And then Eric Tate talking about what the difference was in the 87 title. He says flags. Yeah, there were flags on the whatever you call it, on the sides of the belt. I remember that now. Yeah, that was a cool belt. It was a cool belt. Doesn't compete with the Winged Eagle, but it was a cool looking belt, yeah, for sure. Maybe WWE's second best looking world title, unless you count the big gold belt, which I guess you have to, because they had that for a while. So that's number 2, and the flags I think is number 3. That's just my opinion. All right, we have. God damn, excuse me. I'm gonna have to get a cough drops or something.
Yeah.
Let me see. 1 second here. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a cough drop. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All right. Sorry about that. So I was gonna say, I was just talking to her. So if you're wondering where Kay Fabulous is, she's still part of No Bones About Wrestling, of course. She is not doing the WWE content with us. She said she doesn't have time for AEW and WWE, so she's picking AEW.
That's fair.
I think she is going to join us for the PLEs, but like the TV shows, she's not. So, oh well. Eric Tate says, I love the old school WWF shows in the 80s. Definitely, yeah. Another great era. The
So
80s were great, and then the Attitude Era was awesome as well. In between those was a little rough, but there were a lot of good wrestlers. You know, Bret Hart, Doink the Clown, the first one, Yokozuna, Jerry Lawler, The Undertaker, etc., etc. So, let's see. And Switch says, I'm going to take this one more comment, and then we're going to go to a different segment.
Yep.
Switch asks, who's y'all's all-time favorite wrestler, male, female, and tag team? Wow. Okay. Wolf, you want to go first?
male is Edge, aka Adam Copeland. Female would be oh yikes, that's a hard one. I'm gonna get back to that. Tag team would be probably Usos. Just because either Usos or Dudleys. Female, I don't. There's a lot. There's a lot of good ones that I.
So wait, are we just going WWE or
No,
everything?
I'm just saying because I don't because yeah it was just my favorite tag teams are.
No.
But I mean now at this point now that I've kind of grown like learned about them, grown accustomed to them, I actually might like Motor City Machine Guns like
Oh,
biasly, of course. A woman. Trying to think.
well, here, while you think, let me give my answers, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Favorite male wrestler of all time. Very close for me. I'm picking two, so I don't know if that's cheating, but I'm picking two. Um, Nature Boy Ric Flair, I love him. One of the best. I mean, the best in my opinion. Well, one of the two best in my opinion. Just was around so long, was still good at a very old age for a wrestler, and he's the man. Great promos, great in the ring. Played the part very well. Great gimmick. I mean, he had it all. He was fantastic. And my other top male, Elijo Del Vikingo. That guy is fucking crazy. He does some amazing things that I've never seen before in the ring and outside the ring. So I got to go with him. I got a signed picture right there of Elijo Del Vikingo. That's from Dylan. He brought me that. I'm pointing the wrong way, but you see it. Oh, there it is. I'm pointing the right way now. But yeah. Anyways, favorite female ever, Charlotte Flair. Yeah, I'm picking two Flairs, but man, she's fantastic. Again, good on the mic, great in the ring. Good gimmick. She's Ric Flair's daughter. Basically, that's her gimmick. That's a good gimmick. Yeah, Charlotte Flair. I wouldn't cheer for any woman over her. And lastly, favorite tag team. I got to go with the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom, whatever you want to call them. Hawk and Animal, just fantastic. I mean, just when they were in the ring, it looked like they were brutalizing their opponents, and they had one of the best tag team finisher of all time, the Doomsday Device, where I believe Animal would put the guy on his shoulders, and then Hawk would jump from the top rope with a clothesline, knock the guy off, and get the pin. Great finisher. So yeah, there's mine. Male Ric Flair and Elijo Del Vikingo. Female Charlotte Flair. Tag team, the Road Warriors, Legion of Doom.
For my female, I'm like kind of torn between like a couple. Modern day, I'd probably say Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks. in WWE.
She's one of the most attractive female wrestlers, that's for sure.
That she is.
Mhm.
Old time, I would like not all time. Old days, I would probably say probably Lita, I guess. Lita or Beth Phoenix. Probably
Okay.
Beth Phoenix, I'd say.
And tag team.
Tag team, I said
Oh, you said that, yeah.
Usos or
I
Dudleys
got you.
or Motor City.
Well, that was interesting because I didn't know your answers. There we go. I didn't know your answers. So cool. And Switch says favorite male, Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Favorite female, Charlotte Flair. There you go. And favorite tag team, we were kind of thinking in the same way, but not with the same answer. He says Demolition as his favorite tag team. They were awesome too.
Yep.
And Switch says, is he not with AEW anymore? I'm not
I
sure who
don't
you're
know.
talking about.
Maybe because I called Copeland Edge. Sorry, I'm still getting used to calling him by his real name.
Is that who he's asking about, you think?
Probably, I don't know. I'm guessing that it's I don't know, but Adam Copeland, definitely my favorite of all time.
All right. Yeah, he's great. I love him. Love him. I like him more in AEW than I ever have before. Oh, Switch is saying no. The guy in the pic behind you, he is not in AEW anymore. He's
He's
in,
free agent.
oh, isn't he in AAA?
I think he's in AAA. But like he's also like in TNA. He's also in AEW sometimes. So I just assume he's a free agent.
Well, he hasn't been in AEW in quite a while, so I'm going to say he's
True.
not with AEW anymore.
Right.
But I hope he
I
comes
mean, he
back.
was never signed in
Right.
I believe, but he was
Right.
just doing shows, which
But yeah,
he could still do maybe, but I think right now he's injured right now anyway, so
well, wherever Elio Del Vikingo is, I will go and watch him. So
yep.
he's fantastic. All right, we're gonna move on. Another well, we're kind of talking about AEW a little bit.
Yeah.
So I have
I
a
did want to
question.
share one funny thing. I just saw this on WWE's Twitter. They made a post and it had a video of, "Are you interested in joining the Alpha Academy?"
Okay.
They have a website now, and I don't know.
Who all's in that? Otis,
Otis,
Akira
Maxine
Tozawa.
Dupree, and Akira Tozawa. Yep.
Okay.
And
Weird.
Gable is no longer there because
Yeah. All right. So this question, um, what wrestlers or wrestler, if you just want to say one, um, could have a better career in a different company, and name the company that would be best for them. I'm going to let you go first, Wolf.
So are we talking about WWE wrestlers or
Yeah,
just
yeah, like
wrestlers?
right.
Okay.
Yeah, what
Okay.
WWE wrestlers could be better off working for a different company? Yeah.
It's hard because there are some like knowing the different like things that happen uh in like AEW, for example. Like it takes out some of the like I would not ever suggest like any of the big guys can never go to AEW basically because I don't know why Tony Khan does not book big guys well.
Right.
Um
True.
I don't for me it's
Here, what?
weird because like I feel like I mean I could probably list like go through the entire list like every WWE wrestler that probably could be better off, but
Well, just give us a couple.
I'll focus on like the big named ones. I'm I feel like Cedric Alexander, he's in NXT more so now. Like they moved him to NXT because probably they don't have things planned for him on the main roster. I mean, I would probably put him in AEW with the Hurt Syndicate with Shelton, Bobby,
Yeah,
MVP.
no, that's a good
They
idea.
would. I
I would
think
agree with
they.
that.
Yeah, I think TNA he would also do wonderful there. But I think it's fine for now. Cedric, being made possibly, uh, could be made a top guy in NXT, which they do need. So I don't mind that, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cedric went to AEW, to be with Bobby and Shelton and MVP. Um, Another person that I think probably should go to different company. Oh, this is probably gonna be considered a hot take.
Hmm.
Um, it's two people at once. Giovanni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser.
Okay.
I think because for some reason right now Gunther's the only one being pushed at all. I also think splitting Giovanni Vinci away from Imperium was a huge mistake.
Yeah.
And I mean, there is a rumor of why it happened because apparently, allegedly, Giovanni Vinci was like hitting on Tiffany Stratton, who Ludwig Kaiser is dating.
Uh,
Um, I so allegedly, that caused tension. Kaiser basically made it so Vinci was kicked out and moved to SmackDown. I mean, there's nothing really indicating that it's true because, like, I feel like someone would have, like, involved would have said something like Vinci, Kaiser, Tiffany, Gunther. I mean, maybe they're just really good at hiding it, but I don't know. I feel like something like that doesn't like stay hidden for long, and it's been like what, almost a year now, so like I don't know. I feel like that's an internet rumor, and I think it was a huge mistake because Vinci has basically been buried because he's been squashed by Apollo Crews in 3 4 seconds twice. um
he's not doing his Nigerian gimmick anymore, is he?
no, he's just being a guy.
All
um Kaiser has not gotten the big push that has been he's supposed to get, allegedly. I mean, yeah, he's now kind of going after Braun for the IC title, but it's not really believable because he lost like 5 6 matches in a row, like big matches. So I don't like that. So I don't know the way things are. Maybe things can change, but I don't know. What else?
Well, here, let me give a couple real quick.
Sure. My bad.
Um, so my first one, I'm gonna say, I just said she was my favorite, but I'm gonna say Charlotte Flair, uh, because she would be the queen of that division. She already is in WWE, but she really would be in AEW, and I think she could help out a lot of the women also, because AEW has some great women, but there are some things that they could work on selling, making contact better with their moves and punches and things like that. Um, and so I think having Charlotte Flair there would improve everyone. So that's my first one. Um, I'm gonna say Chad Gable. We were just talking about him, talking about how much he loses, but he's a fantastic wrestler. He's one of the best
Yeah.
they have in WWE. And so Gable, I'm gonna say TNA or
I
AEW.
think TNA probably would be, like,
Yep.
showcase him best because,
Yep.
like, they can literally just make him on the level of Josh Alexander, with the wrestling he has. It would just be so simple. I do think TNA would be a glove, fit him like a glove, like, it would
Yeah.
be perfect. Um,
Or Ring of Honor.
Maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah, I
I,
think TNA would be good for him. Yeah.
yep.
Right. I got one more.
Yeah.
And
I don't even know who else I could.
this one I don't think people are gonna like, and you're probably gonna disagree with it. But I would say Cody Rhodes back to AEW.
Oh, oh, oh
Like,
gosh.
he's so good. That would be such a big signing for them.
It would, but I'm like worried that like the crowd would just like the AEW audience would just go back to hating him, and I'd be like, no.
I think if he came back, I think people, excuse me, would accept him a more. So,
Yeah, maybe.
and now he would be like main event. It's like locked
I
in.
mean,
A main
yeah,
event for AEW. You know.
yeah. I mean, he was in my probably the main, like it was clearly he was main event, but like the thing is, he's like that was kind of the problem, with him in AEW because he was the main event and he was kind of booking himself, and which is fine, but I don't know. I also people didn't like his him trying to be too babyface, but
Yeah. I see. I
um
thought he was great in AEW. I don't know what people's fucking problem was. I thought he was fantastic,
yeah,
personally.
I don't know. Maybe they thought like the super babyface thing was forced,
Yeah, yeah.
um or like they were just not into Cody being the main event guy, like clear main event. Um, another I just realized one last thing that I feel like I need to mention, just even though they're in a pretty solid feud, big feud with the Wyatts, I do have to say the Final Testament. I do not understand why they have not been pushed big. They lost at WrestleMania, which was the stupidest decision ever. Losing against Lashley and the Profits. It felt like just kind of a cop out for not having for Bobby not having a Mania match the previous year, and it was also just for um a cheap pop for Bubba Ray being there, and um
Speaking of Bobby Lashley, do you remember? Well, it was Sami Zayn brought out his sisters at like an international show. I think it might have been in England, and
I
then
have
the
no
crowd was
mem-
chanting, "Bobby's sisters, clap, 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 clap! Bobby's sisters, clap, clap."
I have no idea about that. I have no memory of that whatsoever.
Yeah, that was God. How many years ago was that? It was maybe 5 or 6 years ago, maybe something like that. But
I don't remember.
that was a real dumb. That was one of the worst segments I've ever seen on WWE.
If it was really bad, it was probably 2019 WWE.
It may have been. It may have been
Uh,
2019.
that would explain everything.
And here, real quick, Will, thanks for joining us. Will Rally Sports says the Ray Phoenix situation. Oh my God, I think he needs to come off social media. Wow, not a good situation with his tweets. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it is problematic though, because this is not the first time we're hearing something like this, and that's not looking good.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, that's another one. Lucha Brothers to WWE. I think they'll
Yep.
be. I think they'll just rule WWE because
Yeah.
I think automatically they would be the best wrestlers there, in my opinion. Uh,
Um, one
I mean,
of.
Cody's up there. Cody's up
Yeah.
there for me. But
Yeah.
Ray Phoenix, I've always thought is one of the
Yeah.
best in the world, like top 10.
Yeah. Part of me thinks they might like try the slow push at like thing, like kind of like they're doing with Andrade now. They're kind of slow with his push, which is fine. Because now Andrade, like he's not getting like huge wins, but he's still looking like incredible. He's like the most consistent in-ring worker like in all of WWE. Um, so I don't know. There are plenty of pathways. We'll see how it goes.
Let's see. Will says, I think and want Thunder Rosa to go to WWE. That would be interesting.
That would be
But
interesting,
but wait and see. She might be the new champ. Mariah May beat Mina. Then Thunder Rosa might beat Mariah and new AEW Women's Champ. Thunder Rosa, my fantasy booking. Do you like it? I do. I think she would be a great
it
addition
would be
to.
great. I do
But
think
I was gonna
I
say,
do. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna say, but she stands out more in AEW because
Yeah,
she's one of the best they have, if not
yeah,
the best they have,
yeah,
for women. So I think staying in AEW
yeah.
is best
I
for her.
I
But
was
she would do great in WWE, no doubt.
yeah.
So
I was thinking of like the championship stuff. As much as I think it would be interesting if Thunder Rosa was champ again, I don't see it because, um, first off, there's like not really much build with her, unfortunately. Um, and second, it seems like their main focus is the rematch between Mariah and Tony. Um, so I would absolutely love to see. I'm sure at World's End we're gonna get Thunder Rosa versus Mariah May, but I think it's unlikely Thunder Rosa will um what's it called, win the title.
there we go. Sorry, I'm trying to plug in my phone here so it doesn't die.
No worries.
Hmm.
Oh.
Oh, oh. Oh. And that is why you get an OtterBox phone case.
Oh,
Okay. Sorry about that. Just trying to save battery and stuff. Okay, and we're gonna move on. I got a couple different topics. I'm gonna read these real quick. Will says there's so many women to return in WWE: Charlotte Flair, Asuka, Carmella, Alexa Bliss, Valhalla, Shotzi. Lots of good wrestlers to come back. Yeah, man, the WWE women's roster is loaded. Um,
yep.
and Will says AEW women to return: Ruby Soho, Sky Blue, and Julia Hart. Yeah, and those are good returns as well. And Will says, do you watch WWE Raw on later or just AEW? Yeah, no. We're doing WWE Weekly, which we'll talk about it. Will either be on Sunday night or Monday, like it is right now. But yeah, we're doing a Raw watch along, and Friday we're doing a SmackDown watch along. So yeah, we're covering WWE now. All right, I want to move forward. I got two more things on the docket here. Um, so next we're gonna have a way too early discussion about the Royal Rumble. So, Wolf, I will let you go first. Who's
Uh,
who's winning the Royal Rumble and who should win the Royal Rumble?
This is really hard because this year has been like at a state where like there are a lot of options
Yeah.
that can win the Rumble. Like I don't think anyone can really predict this. Like it's like there is no way to like be like fully confident when predicting the Royal Rumble just because there are so many options that they can do. Um so in terms of who who I don't know, it's like it's really weird cuz I feel like I can't really say who is going to win or even who should.
Yeah.
Um just because there's so many options. Uh I feel like it would be more interesting if someone who won the Rumble went on to challenge Gunther. So I'm gonna say for me, the winner of the Rumble is gonna challenge Gunther, the World Heavyweight Champion, at what's it called? At WrestleMania. Uh
So who's winning though? Who's fighting Gunther?
I'm gonna like go this. This is mostly because of how much people love him, how great he's been, how much he's improved, how over he is. I will say main event Jey Uso.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay. That's a good answer. I hadn't even considered him.
yeah,
But yeah, he has improved definitely.
yeah,
He's on a different level than he was.
yeah. And
Uh,
the thing is, he's like so over. Like everyone loves him now. Yes, he started War Games, but like at War Games, he came after CM Punk and Roman Reigns.
yeah.
That's how much people love him.
No, that's a good answer. All right, I got. I'm cheating again. Maybe I can narrow it down. I got a couple here. Um, maybe number one on the list. L.A. Knight. I think
Just
he's great at what he does. I think he's not great in the ring, but he's good. He's good in the ring, but great on the mic. And I think it would be very interesting to see him face Gunther. Like you were saying, I mean, he's a face, Gunther's a heel. I think that's what we would
yeah.
get at WrestleMania. Um, Another one you're talking about who's over uh, would be Dominic Mysterio. He'd be a dark horse to win. I mean, just kind of hide and almost get eliminated all the time.
Can you imagine Cody versus Dominic for the WWE
Hey,
title?
we need to get it in the next month here. We need to get Dominic over more, and maybe the Royal Rumble win.
Yeah.
Uh, but like I said, LA Knight is probably my number one choice. Um, Damn it, I had one more and I didn't write it down.
Um.
Maybe I did.
Should I list names and see if you remember?
I'll go for it.
Randy Orton,
No,
The Rock,
no,
uh, John Cena,
no.
shit. Sami Zayn. I don't know. Uh, who else? CM Punk.
Maybe. Yeah, that's a
Might
good.
have been CM Punk. Okay.
CM Punk. I'm gonna say two more. So CM Punk, that'd be great. I mean, people love him. I'm not sure how much I like him. He kind of seems like an asshole, but he's pretty good in the ring. He's great on the mic. So it would be good to give him a world title reign in WWE because his world title reigns in AEW all got shortened by injuries. He was
Yep.
very unlucky there.
Very
Uh,
unlucky. Yep.
but so uh, maybe him and I got one. I'll give one more answer, and that's Shinsuke Nakamura. So
Wow.
so he won the Rumble, before.
Yep.
Why not have him win it again? Like you were saying, this gimmick is
Interesting.
really good. His entrance is really good, and of course, he's really good in the ring.
Yeah.
Um,
If I would give a repeat like Rumble winner, I would probably rather give it to McIntyre, rather than Nakamura, just because I feel like then we could have Cody versus McIntyre at WrestleMania probably, and that would probably be a really good match at WrestleMania.
but out of all our picks, I'm gonna say CM Punk. And you said Jey Uso, so I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah.
So CM Punk or Jey Uso, I think would be really good winners.
Wow.
So let's see. Will Rally Sports says Braun Breaker.
Mm.
I just don't. I don't. I mean, he's good. Don't get me wrong. He's good. I just don't think he's there yet to get a world title shot.
I think he's just gonna probably keep the IC title. Maybe he will be in the Rumble, like as IC champion, but I don't think he's gonna win it just because I think he'll probably have a title defense at WrestleMania. So
And Will asks, you didn't mention Braun. Do you not
I
like him?
no, I
like him.
love Breaker. I love Breaker,
like
but
him.
I just don't think I think they want to have him stay as IC champ until probably I do have someone in particular to take that title from him, but he's out on injury because he tore his ACL against Gunther in a dark match. That's Ilya.
Oh yeah, really? Okay.
Yeah, Ilya tore his ACL against Gunther in a house show. I think it was for the world title too, for the world heavyweight title.
So let's narrow it down to one. Who should win the Royal Rumble? And you go first. So
who
pick
sh-
one.
just based on the way things are set right now. Wait, are we deciding between our picks or just anyone?
Anyone. Yeah, it doesn't have to be someone you mentioned
Okay.
already. Yeah.
If I had to go based off the way things are right now, I think it would probably be best if Randy Orton won
Wow.
again, and challenged Cody at WrestleMania. Yeah, even though I do prefer I would love to see the Rumble winner pick the World Heavyweight title. I think there's a possibility they might do Cena versus Gunther at WrestleMania.
Mhm.
And so I think they're probably gonna have Cena win the Chamber, and then yeah, I say Randy wins the Rumble and get that third time like Austin.
I'm not a big Randy Orton fan at all.
Yeah,
But
but I mean the story with Cody makes sense.
yeah.
Yeah.
So all right, picking one. I'm gonna go with CM Punk. I just think it'd be good for business, and as I said, he's great on the mic. So whatever story they want to tell, he'll be able to tell it. And he's older, but he's still good in the ring. And as I said, I'm not sure how I feel about the guy. He seems like a prick, but it's hard to judge people if you
I think he's meant to
have never
be.
met them. Do what?
I think he's supposed to be like he's made it so like he's generally like a prick, like in kayfabe and wrestling, like.
Yeah. But
Um,
like I said, I'm just going with who should win, and that's CM Punk. And I think Gunther versus CM Punk would be good. And like you said, John Cena winning the Elimination Chamber, I think would be very good. And then I would have him fight Cody. That would be awesome. Rhodes versus Cena, and
Rose
Gunther
versus Cena
versus
would be big.
CM Punk.
Yeah, I think right now with the way things are going, the way they're planning, I think they're planning to do Punk versus Rollins at WrestleMania.
All right, so we got just a couple minutes left. So yeah, good talks. And it is time for the top 5. It's your WWE top 5 men, top 5 women, and top 5 teams. If I can find the fucking thing. I got it. All right, and this is just for the past week, so just for the past Raw and SmackDown. We'll start with the women. Number 5, one half of the women's tag team champions, Bianca Belair. Number 4, Dakota Kai, who is in the which tournament?
Damage control. Women's IC.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Number 3, Tiffany Stratton, who really impressed me in her match, and she's in the United States
United
tournament.
States tournament, and she is Miss Money in the Bank still.
Yeah, she was fantastic in her match on SmackDown.
Yep.
Number 2, Nia Jax, the Raw Women's Champion.
SmackDown.
Excuse me, SmackDown Women's Champion. I got it backwards.
Yep. Liv is the Raw Women's Champion, the Women's World Champion rather. And the Nia Jax is WWE Women's Champion because
Okay.
now they took the brands off the name, so when they switch brands, there's no confusion.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I'm writing this down so I don't forget it.
Yep.
As I said, folks, I've not watched WWE in 11 months, so if I seem clueless, I kind of am. So, all right, and number 1 is Liv Morgan, the WWE champion. Is that correct?
The Women's World Champion.
Women's World Champion. Okay.
Yep.
All right. And Liv Morgan is number 1. So that's number 1, Liv Morgan. Number 2, Nia Jax. Number 3, Tiffany Stratton. Number 4, Dakota Kai. And number 5, Bianca Belair. And now we'll go to teams. So this is tag teams. Number 5, the Women's World Champion, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. They beat someone. Who they?
Io Sky and Kairi Sane of Damage Control.
Right, thank you. Number 4, Finn Balor and JD McDonough, the Raw Tag Team Champions. That's a great team, man.
It is, but unfortunately, they have arguably the worst tag title reign of all time.
No.
They do. They have. It's like I think they're almost 200 days. They've only defended the titles twice.
Yeah, that's not great.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're number 4. Number 3, Nathan Fraser and Axiom, the NXT Tag Team Champions.
They are so good. It's like if I could explain this to you, Asa, the way they wrestle, they're not at the level of these guys, of course, but imagine Ricochet and Will Ospreay was a tag team.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I gotta check them out.
They're fast, and all the time it's like there's this tension. It seems like they're gonna break up at any time, and they still just do phenomenally and stay as champs. It's like, how? They're so good.
All right, number 2, the Motor City Machine Guns, who were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, and they lost the belts to number 1, DIY. That's Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano. And they are the new SmackDown Tag Team Champions. So that's number 1, DIY. Number 2, Motor City Machine Guns. Number 3, Nathan Fraser and Axiom. Number 4, Finn Balor and JD McDonough. And number 5, Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, the sole women's team in the top 5.
Yep.
All right, now we just have a couple minutes left. So let me do the men.
Yep.
Top 5 men. Number 5, Chad Gable. He lost his non-title match against Cody, but he was great in it. Very good. He's a good heel too. I like it. Number 4, Sami Zayn, who what did he do? Did he lose to Rollins?
He lost to Rollins,
Lost to
which
Rollins.
I thought he won, but
So Sami Zayn, number 4 there. And number 3, as I just said, the man who beat him on Raw, Seth Rollins.
Yep.
You know, ranked pretty highly. Number 2, the WWE World Champion, Gunther. And number 1, the undisputed WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes.
Yep.
So that's number 1, Cody Rhodes. Number 2, Gunther. Number 3, Seth Rollins. Number 4, Sami Zayn. And number 5, Chad Gable. So, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show tonight. I'm gonna make announcement on X, and I'm trying to use Blue Sky more, so it might be on there, but it will definitely be on X. I'm not sure if WWE Weekly will be on a Sunday night or Monday night. Wolf and I are going to talk about it and decide. But yeah, so thanks for watching our first WWE Weekly. And we're getting ready to do a Monday Night Raw watch along. So it's going to be on a different stream. So just if you subscribe, it'll pop up and tell you that we're streaming. So you should do that. Like this, subscribe, do whatever, rate it 5 stars, whatever there is out there. That would be much appreciated. So yeah, we're headed to the Monday Night Raw watch along, and hope you join us. Like I said, it's going to be on a different Alexa off. It's going to be on a different stream, so make sure to watch for it. It'll just be called, Monday Night Raw watch along. But from No Bones About Wrestling. All right, so that's it, and like I said, we'll see you in a couple minutes, hopefully. Bye, everybody.